Good morning, good morning. It is Work Your Package Wednesday. Good morning. How are y'all doing? I know. This chick is all over the place, all over the place all the time. I know what you're saying. Guess what I forgot to do? I forgot to make this public. I forgot to make it public. Whoops. My bad. I forgot. Good morning. I forgot to make it public. I don't know how I did that. But anyway, it's fine. It's fine. Because if it's just my friends, it's fine. It's okay. So, good morning. Good morning, Arlena. Hey, honey. How are you? Good to see you on here. So this morning, I'm going to tell you a real funny fact before I get into it. I thought that I had a dentist appointment this morning at 8. So I was up at 6:30. I got my daughter up. My daughter's up. I got them going. And I was like, okay, I'm going to go to the dentist. I had this 8 o'clock appointment. My appointment is tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock. Can I just tell you how I get on my own nerves? Remember I tell you that all the time? I get on my own nerves. Can't nobody get on your nerves worse than you. I get on my own nerves. I promise you. Hey, Rod. So this morning, let me back up. I am Ayanna Castro, founder and chief maven of Work Your Package. And my mission and my goal here in life is to encourage and inspire and empower everyone to be absolutely extraordinary and to take full advantage of their full potential. So I am going to talk really quick because, yeah, you already heard this topic before, but it really comes down to know your worth. And there's been a lot of conversation in the media, on the news, Facebook, social media, period, about two people in particular over the last 2 weeks, Colin Kaepernick and Serena Williams. So whatever your politics might be, I'm not on here to talk about politics, but I am on here to talk about two people who know their worth. And I am on here to talk about how you need to recognize your worth. Colin Kaepernick, he believes in taking a knee, and he believes in fighting against the social injustices taken against our youth, our black men and women, and he has taken a stand on that. Serena Williams has fought tirelessly for equality for women in sports, and that is what she stands for. And while she is passionate and sometimes can be a little too emotional, and I really don't believe that's possible, but she's passionate about it. She gets painted, this particular game that she played, she got painted as being this brute, this bully, this brat, because she didn't win the game. Good morning, everybody. Here's where the Cap and the Serena come together, okay? The Cap and Serena thing comes together for me because they know their worth. And they don't give 3 hill of beans what anybody else think. They are so strong and so steadfast in what they know to be true that there's nothing that anybody can tell them different. My mother used to say, and I'm pretty sure somebody's mom used to say, when you know what you know, can't nobody tell you what you know. When you know what you know, nobody can take it from you. That's why, education is such a huge thing for so many of us who continue to learn. Because once you have it, nobody can take it from you. You know what I mean? Like, you can lose your job, you can lose your house, you can lose money. You can't lose your education. You can't lose what you know. And in doing that, Cap know what he knows. You know what I mean? Kaepernick knows what he knows. Serena knows what she knows. Her dad groomed her from a very young age to be the legend that she is right now. I'm not taking anything away from the young lady that she played. She played a phenomenal game. I'm excited for her. But you cannot take anything away from Serena because she knows what she knows. She has had to fight to prove who she is throughout her entire career. Colin Kaepernick, I didn't follow his football career. To be quite honest, I just thought he was a little cutie on the field, and that was it. He was good eye candy to me. That's all I honestly thought. That was it. I'm going to be perfectly honest. I watched him play, but I can't say that I was intrigued by him playing. What I was intrigued by is that he was man enough to stand flat-footed in his convictions. What I was intrigued by is that, popular belief be damned. I'm gonna do what I believe in. And lo and behold, what comes around? Contract with Nike. Both of them are like big, humongous faces of Nike right now. First of all, if anybody knows who the marketing and PR firms are for Nike, can you please let me know so I can send them a congratulatory card? I want to send them a card of congratulations, because that is how you show all of the naysayers that these people understand and know their worth. My question to you today is, do you know your worth? Do you know it? Do you know what you know without anybody trying to take anything away from you? Do you know what you know? Are you confident in what you know, or do you allow public persuasion to make you feel like you don't know what you know? Remember, I always talk about the little birdie. The little birdie will remind you every single day that you know what you know. You know the answer to the question. Honestly, because if you have to ask the question, you already know the answer. We've had this conversation before. Do you know your worth? Do you know what you bring to the table? Some of y'all already bought the table. Like, seriously, y'all bought the table. You don't even realize you bought the table, but you're sitting up there doubting yourself. How many of you walk in a room knowing that you have something of value to offer to your family, to your company, to the organizations that you volunteer with? How many of you understand how valuable you are in the grand scheme of things of moving something forward? I had a conversation with someone yesterday, and the conversation kind of went like, let me vent. She's not my 10-minute vent person. So my 10-minute vent person is still Latoya Harding. She's not my 10-minute vent person, but at work she fills in a pinch. So I was like, I only need about 3 minutes, honestly. And I had to get this stuff out of my head. I had to get it out my head. I had to vent. So I'm venting, and I was pretty much saying, give certain people some space and some leeway. Allow the subject matter experts to do what they do. The greatest gift that any supervisor, manager, leader could ever get is a staff that is fully vested in the mission on what needs to be accomplished. That is like the greatest gift you can get. When you have a whole bunch of subject matter experts in your office, you need to consider yourself like really, 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 really lucky. Because there are a lot of managers that go in there and got to groom everybody from the ground up. When you walk into a space and you have people already on your team, whether you pick them or they were assigned to you, when you have people on your team already ready to go, let them show their worth. Let them do it. I've often said that given the opportunity and the chance to do what we do best, I honestly believe the department at my office will blow the socks off of people. Like, let us do what we do. Take the reins off of us and let us do what we do. Why? Because we all know our worth. Some people get really passionate about things. I know people who get extraordinarily passionate about things. I am one of those people. However, it is grounded in my experience and life witness, not eyewitness. People who get really passionate about stuff and they have absolutely no skin in the game whatsoever, go sit down. You're just really throwing a temper tantrum. You're not passionate. You're throwing a temper tantrum. Unless you truly have a life experience about something, hush up. That's why I said Serena was not having a temper tantrum. Serena was not being a brat. Serena was not being a brute. Serena was being passionate because this was her life experience. She knew what she knew, and she knew her worth. And she demanded an apology. You owe me an apology. I want to put that on a t-shirt. Like, you owe me an apology. Do not allow anybody to diminish your worth because they're not capable to recognize what's before them. Do not allow anybody to diminish who you are based upon their own self-imposed insecurities. Don't allow it. Don't allow someone to talk you out of doing what you know is right for you for fear of you changing when it's all done. Transformation is a beautiful thing. Transformation increases your worth. You can't stay stagnant. You got to continue to learn. You have to continue to expound upon the gifts that you've already been given. But do you know your worth? You can't expand upon what you don't know. Do you know your worth? Do you know your talents? Do you know your skills? Do you know your value to other people? When's the last time you actually sat down with some people, not people who, and actually, no, I take it back, not people on your board of directors, people who you interact with occasionally, not people who really know you, you know, like your board of directors, they know you. I'm talking about people who you interact with on an occasional basis. Have you ever sat down and had a conversation with them and just let them know, look, this conversation is going to be really, really self-serving. But I'm really curious to hear from you. What do you think my strengths are? Where do you think I excel? What is your experience when you interact with me? That is an eye-opening thing to do. I did a 180 review. I asked people that I worked with, people who I, occasionally dealt with, some vendors that I dealt with, and I got a lot of feedback. And I think I talked about this before. That is an amazing exercise to have. You don't know where to expound from if you don't know what you currently have. So if people are telling you that you are, you can communicate great, you're great at, writing, you're great at reporting out, you can multitask and you're quite organized, find a way to expand on that. But even if they give you the negative stuff, like you work too much, like you take things too personally, you don't see the forest for the trees, like you miss major details trying to dig in on the minutia when the major milestones are passing you by. Those are good things to build upon, but you can't build upon something if you don't know your worth. Know your worth. That's it. I salute Colin Kaepernick and Serena Williams because they both know their worth. I salute them. Whether you agree in their politics or not, whether you agree with Cap on taking a knee, this is not about taking a knee. This is about somebody knowing their worth and knowing what value that they bring. Disagree all you want, really don't care. This is about Serena Williams, who told that umpire, you owe me an apology. And not only did he owe her, he owed the apology, not because of what he did, but he owed an apology for every other umpire, every other tennis official, every other critic who completely dismisses the fact that she is the GOAT. She's the greatest of all time. Period. It's not up for debate. All right, that's it, and that's all. I'm going to work. Like I said, I was only going to be on here really quick, but I wanted to remind somebody. I felt like somebody needed to be reminded of their worth today. You are far more valuable than you give yourself credit for. You bring far more to the table than you give yourself credit for. Like I said, hell, some of y'all already bought the table. You bought the table. The table is yours, and you still wondering, oh, should I? Stop it with the shoulda, woulda, couldas. Go ahead and just do it. Do what you need to do. Exactly, Ken. Do not diminish your value and your worth, because you know what you know. And once you know that, nobody can take it away from you. They may try. They may try to make you second guess yourself. But like I said, your education is yours. Your knowledge is yours. Your life experience is yours. They can take everything else away from you, and you will still have those three things. Okay, that's it, and that's all. I love y'all. I thank y'all for watching. I know I was on here earlier than my regularly scheduled time of 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. And then, I've been all over the map and the calendar with my times. But I do try to stay consistent for Wednesday. I do try to be on here for you on Wednesday, whether it is 8 o'clock in the morning or 8 p.m. I try my very best to be on here. I want you to continue to live and not just exist. Existing is akin to mediocrity, and mediocrity doesn't get you anywhere. Mediocrity does not allow other people to recognize that you know your worth. Mediocrity tells everybody else that I'm unsure of my worth. I need you to live in excellence at all times. I need you to exude excellence at all times. I need you to believe that you are extraordinary and here for a purpose and a reason. I need you to believe that your worth is valuable and you have a gift to give to somebody. Do not be stingy with it. Do not doubt it. Do not downplay it. Do not second guess it. Do not second guess your worth. That's it. I love y'all. I'm Ayanna Castro. I am the founder and chief maven of Work Your Package, and I hope you have a fantastic, fantastic day. If you are in North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia, in the path of this Hurricane Florence, please be safe. Please stay safe. Check in with your family. Let them know that you're okay. My family who's watching this, I need you to check in. Today is not the day to play peekaboo on social media. Not this weekend. Not this weekend. I need you to let me know that you're okay. Mark yourself safe. I love you guys for watching. Have a fantastic day. See you later.